Hey y'all, welcome back to Kayak 2.0, the 11-foot foam and fiberglass kayak or epoxy. Just kind of run over a few things. I put some reflectors on all four corners of it. The silver on this side and the red on the left or port side, right or starboard side. And I put on plenty of pad eyes, and then of course that should get your attention dangling out there with the reflectors on it at night. Homemade toggle handle. I just drilled a big hole and threw a piece of PVC pipe, whatever you got, and then tied a really big knot and dragged it out through the small hole. And then we got, of course, I got to use this. It's the first time I've ever used one of these anchor trolleys. I don't like it, man. It makes a huge difference. I thought, how big of a difference can it make? That makes a big difference. And of course, you got a paddle with it. It's not a high-end paddle, but it works all right. And then got the dry storage here, which works pretty good. And I'm able to put this doubles as the bail water out. I forgot I had it with me that one day on the bay because it started getting kind of, choppy and I wasn't used to it. But I got a spare bottle of water in here, and of course some spray on sunblock and a few other things. Fillet knife. This is a cork handle knife my father left to me, and it'll float like that, like a cork. And of course this just barely makes the cut fit in there. It's you can use these on the side of your kayak crate, or let's say if you wanted to, you could just put it, let's see if you can see the chair. You could zip tie it on here like that, or along here, whatever you want to do. But what this one is for is whenever I go to, I get out and want to fish on the bank, you just take that in and put it in the mud and wiggle it, and you can wiggle it down pretty far and then drop your pole in it to bank fish or surf fish. So I keep one of those in here. And if I'm crabbing, I always want to keep an old cast net weight with me. And you can cut them in half. That's about all you need, but I always just throw a big one in there. I'm sure I have some cut ones in here too, but you can see I always carry some because I love the blue crabs. Of course, but it's not watertight. I imagine if you held it underwater, it might leak, but I've kept my stuff dry in there. It works just fine. It has a little lock on that came with it when it was the top of a bucket of chlorine. The top of a chlorine bucket. And then if you're a fly fisherman, you can get that little mat that goes right here. It has all the spikes sticking up. They're not hard spikes. It's just what it does whenever you're stripping line from your fly fishing rod. And it all falls right here. And the little prickly things that stick up, they're soft, but it just keeps your line from going off in the water or falling off the boat when you're fly fishing. And then, what was it? One of the guys said, hey, when I moved the chair back, I forgot to fill one of the holes. Well, I just did that. So thanks for reminding me. I don't know how I missed that. This folds down just almost flat enough. If your car topping it, it will be all right. And of course, I got my locking rod holder, and then my little homemade camera boom, which works pretty good. And then I call this my fishing cooler. I found this on the side of the road, and I added the pad eye here and that hook there. And since these little cheesy little hinge things, they just pop right off. You can see, should be able to see right here where it's dented. And without this right here, every time you flip it open, the lid would fall off. So I put that on there, and then, like that. And if it ever falls off the boat, you won't lose your catch or your beverage. And then, let's see. I have these guys which are for tent camping, but they just go right here just like this and hook there. And that keeps it going. And then of course you got my rudder. I haven't hooked it up to the foot steer yet, but that's next. And of course another toggle handle, which like I said, drill a hole in there, tie a big knot in it, and then drag that in, put it in there and fish it out and pull it through. And then you just, we all know how those work. Just put it through here, and I carry the boat like that quite a bit with no problem, no issues with that. So that's pretty much a quick tour of it. I don't know what we're going to do to it next, but not a bad boat. And I'll discuss how much it cost to build this. I think it was right around $400, which I don't think is bad for a 11-foot kayak with everything that I have on it. And I guess one of my videos we'll have to discuss that. So appreciate you watching. See you on the next video. Kayak 2.0, 11 foot. Later.